Hello, I'm Jamie, and this is my asset renaming tool. This tool basically is a way to fix any content that doesn't follow the naming convention you've set out for it. All of this basically depends on the data table right here. And this is where you feed in all the information about all the content that you have. For example, for materials, you would have the prefix of m underscore, and then followed by its name, of course. And then if it has a suffix, you'd add the suffix in here. It also has what's called remove strings. This is used to basically remove any previous prefix or suffix you've added to this material or like any assets. And so in here, you can list all the stuff that you want removed. And then the parent class it belongs to, which is material. It belongs to the child class. You might as well put this in here. Also in data tool, you can write any notes regarding what this is. This doesn't really matter for the tool itself, but this is just for internal stuff that you can just write notes about. The whole system really depends on what you have inside here. I have set up most of the naming conventions for all of them. The newest ones you'll have to add to yourself. And so let's begin. I'll just create a test folder called test v4. And in here, we'll add a material. Let's put as first of all, the one that we want to get removed. So m underscore material. So we don't want this material to have matte. And so system will find out that matte is not wanted and it'll do it itself and fix it. And this one will just be new material. And then if I add I add a new one and just call it a blueprint. Let's get a blueprint working. And add a blueprint to this. And let's add a vector curve, because a vector curve vector has a prefix and a suffix, and that's just a good thing to showcase that it does both. Just save this now. And then so if I right click my tool, I can dock it into one of the content browsers, I guess. And then if you select all of them, you can do right click, not right click, just click smart rename. And then it will find any content that needs to be renamed. So for example, the new material, which is this one, it needs to add m underscore, so it does that itself. And for whatever reason, you tab out of this and go somewhere else. You can go back to the material itself by pressing this question mark. And yeah, so if I now were to select these materials, smart rename, and then if I do tick on this one, it should rename this one by itself. If you want, you can click rename all and it will fix it itself. It's now found this matte underscore material, and as you can see, this was in the remove strings, and so it has fixed it itself. But as you can see, there's already, where is it? Hold on. If I duplicate another one, just call it another matte material. And then if I do save, and then as you can see, there's already a matte material. There is already an M material. So it has renamed it to be underscore one. This is already set up, but later on you can change it to have maybe alphabets instead of numbers. But yeah, so that's what you need. So for whatever reason you don't want this to be renamed, you can just click the X here, and that way it just disappears and it won't be renamed. And for the rest, you can just click rename all. Perfect. Another good thing about this tool is now you can edit the thing it decides to auto rename. So for example, we can now edit in here whatever you want in here and just rename it as that. If I was to add another one and do that again, we can now rename this to FF. As you can see, all the things it renames it to, you can edit yourself, so it's not hard locked into what the end product will be. And just to cancel, that's regarding the smart way of doing it. Or you can do it manually and just select all of these, do force rename, and now you can rename all of the content in here yourself. This is a good way of batch renaming a bunch of them. The other thing is you can now use the content directories. So for example, if I click on this material and the question mark, it's now put the content directory in here. But in here, you can do it manually yourself. So for example, if there's another folder that exists, it will try to find it. If not, it will go up sharp red. So test v3 doesn't exist, but test v4 does. It turns green. So now if I do smart rename, it's now found in this folder, these 3 materials. And now if I was to do rename all, it's now rename everything. That's the whole tool. It basically helps you rename stuff and makes it follow a name convention you set up for it. And hope you enjoyed this tool, and hope you enjoyed the video. This is Jamie.